All right, I'm going to show you how to take your logo and cut it apart, basically. Um, you need to have all of the pieces, the separate pieces that are going to move in your animation in separate layers. Because if I were to take this whole logo right here and bring it into After Effects, I would be able to animate just this as one piece, not all the separate little pieces. So the first thing we're going to do is go in and show layers. So make sure your layers palette is checked. And I'm going to pull the palette up here so I can see it. And everything's in one layer right now. So I'm going to make sure that all of my moving pieces are in separate layers. I want urban to be in its own layer. So if your logo is grouped at this time, you need to go to Object, Ungroup. And I want the word urban to be in its own layer because I want that to move separately. So I'm going to group that. And I'm going to cut. So go ahead and cut, or Command X. I'm going to make a new layer, and I want to paste it into that new layer. And this is really important. You need to do paste in place, because then it puts it right back in the same place and you don't have to worry about moving it around. All right, the next one, so I'm going to label that one, so double click on it. And it's also very important that you label your layers, because if you don't, you're going to pull them into After Effects and they're all going to be the same and you're not going to know which ones to click on. The next thing is I want my circle and this little sprig to be in its own layer. So I'm going to cut, edit cut, or Command X, make a new layer. Oops, I need to include that little piece. Command cut, and I'm going to make a new layer. And I'm going to edit, paste in place. Okay. Now this layer is on top of this layer, so I can just rearrange that by dragging it down. I'm going to call this circle. Circle, and yeah, just circle, it's fine. And then I want the little flowers to, well, just the tan ones to be in a separate layer. So Command cut, Command X, make a new layer, click on, and when I'm making a new layer, I'm just clicking on this little, it looks like a piece of paper with the corner turned up. I'm going to edit, paste in place, send that back a layer. I'm going to call that tan flower. And then the very last one is the little blue inside of the flower. Edit, cut, Command X, make a new layer, and edit, paste in that new layer, paste in place. Okay, so that's in its own layer. And then the very last one is this organics, and that is actually the only thing that's left in this layer, so I can just call that one organics. Okay. We're going to call that layer inside blue flower. Okay. So if I click the eye next to each layer, hides, you can see each one is in their own layer. So I can animate each of those layers separately. Okay? And then you're going to File, Save as just an AI file, because you can import an AI file into After Effects. And you might want to save it as logo underscore layers or something. And save that. And that's it. You're ready to animate it.